A few weeks ago, I gave this speech at Santa Rosa Junior College here in the beautiful state of California. To get there, my wife and I took a road trip up the coast. Unfortunately, while we were in San Francisco, our car got broken into. We lost a bunch of stuff, including most sadly my wife's travel journal, which she'd been using for a long time to record her memories of our vacations and our international adventures together. She was devastated to lose this travel journal, so I've been trying to think of something to cheer her up, and eventually I thought of this idea. I teamed up with GrubHub. You guys know GrubHub. It's the app that lets you order food that gets delivered to your house. And here's what we did. Every night for 1 week, we'd go on and sort by cuisine, and we'd find a restaurant that serves food representing one of the countries where we have visited together. And while we ate our dinner, we would look at our photos of our trip to that place. Our first meal from GrubHub was a delivery of taquitos and enchiladas, which we got in honor of our honeymoon. We went on our honeymoon to Riviera Maya, Mexico. We stayed at a resort called Zoetree, and this place is like a foodie paradise. I'm not really someone who considers himself a foodie, but it was just an extraordinary place for cuisine and for beautiful natural surroundings, and the meal we got delivered from GrubHub really just brought back a lot of wonderful memories for us. Our second meal was 2 pasta dishes, which we ordered to help us remember our trip to Italy. This was our first international trip together. My friend from college was getting married in Brindisi, Italy, because he was getting married to an Italian girl. It was such a cool trip because not only was it my first trip out of the country with my then girlfriend, but all of my best friends from college, we went on an international trip together. It was probably the most baller wedding I've ever been to, and it was also the trip when I first developed my addiction to espresso. Our third meal was a delivery of a variety of French dishes, which we ordered as a way to reminisce about our trip to Paris this past spring. We went there because we have this goal of visiting all the Disney World Magic Kingdoms in the world. So obviously there's a couple in the United States, and there are 4 others outside the US, and Paris was the first one that we went to outside of the US together. And then we spent about 10 days in the City of Lights, just exploring and eating and looking at the amazing history that's there. Like, the buildings themselves tell this story of history there that is really incredible. Our fourth meal was hummus and shawarma. We got this as a way to remember our trip to Israel last year. We went to Israel because one of Ashley's best friends is Israeli, and she was marrying an Israeli man. So we got to witness their wedding, which was a great experience, and also just see the natural beauty in the country, as well as the amazing depth and richness of history in that area of the world. Our fifth meal was Hawaiian-style poke, which we got in honor of a trip we made to Hawaii this past December. One of my brothers, Luke, lives and works in Maui. His job is rescuing baby sea turtles. Yes, that is his real job, and the trip was a wonderful experience, as was the meal and the memories it brought back. Our sixth meal was shepherd's pie, which we ordered from GrubHub to reminisce about our first year wedding anniversary trip last year to the United Kingdom. While we were there, we went and visited a bunch of castles in Scotland. Then we spent a few days in Manchester. We watched a Manchester United match. And then we finished the trip with a few days in what I think must be my favorite city in the entire world, London. Our seventh and final meal of the week, we decided to have something in honor of memories that we would like to make in the future. That is, a country we would like to visit, which is India. And I gotta be honest, one of the main reasons we want to visit India is because tikka masala is so good. If you want to try GrubHub, there's a link in the underbar. It will get you a discount on your first order, and maybe you want to try some tikka masala? Just saying, it's pretty good. Also, in the comments, let us know, where do you think we should visit next, and what country you think has the very best food in the world.
AMPUTEE